What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. So this is a first for me. JND is recalling the Joker. Notification that the early productions were not up to their standards and they're recalling them. Hot Toys has done some weird figures. They never really recalled anything. I guess you can call, because the most controversial I feel like Hot Toys did was the Mark 85, the Tony Stank. I don't know if they actually recalled the product or they just sent out replacements, the replacement head sculpt. One thing that's working for Hot Toys in this kind of situation is Sideshow, because whether you buy from Sideshow or not, Sideshow's customer service is impeccable. If you buy from the US market, it's second to none, right? Like I don't think you can find a better customer service than Sideshow. Now, with that being said, JND doesn't have that, as well as InArt. So this is something that's going against them. Like InArt is having trouble too with their Paul Atreides, where I've seen people are reporting that they're receiving the deluxe when they order non-deluxe and vice versa and all that stuff. So, that is something that they have to deal with. And I believe that is the reason why they're trying hard to, be with Sideshow, because that is very advantageous to any supplier to have Sideshow in your corner. With that being said, I'm putting pictures here of collectors who received their Joker, and it looks pretty good. Again, objectively, this is a good looking figure. Without looking at the price, is this better than Hot Toys and InArt? I believe it's better than InArt, and that's coming from someone who has an InArt. Is this better than Hot Toys? That's debatable. Even if you remove the price, I think without the smiling sculpt, right? I think the head sculpt is better than Hot Toys. At least it's a personal, taste for me. The hair might be better here. If the price is the same, which one would I get? It's a toss up. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this. Like if you just line it up, and I don't know what the price is because of the seamless neck and the gimmick, I might pick this up if the price is not an issue. Let's say somebody's gonna, I have $100, they're all gonna give it to me for $100. I probably pick this up, but I'm still debating, right? I need to see Hot Toys in hand. On the pictures, it looks really good, but this has gimmicks that I'm really interested in. Now, with that being said, once you factor in the price, and I actually have to pay for it, does those gimmick is worth double the price? No, this is where you can kind of be like, all right, maybe, and that's not even a definitive, that's like a maybe you're better than Hot Toys. Maybe. I'm not even sure about that statement. And you shouldn't feel that way if the figure is around $1,200. You shouldn't be saying maybe. Like for InArt, this is already a 2-pack. For Hot Toys, you can buy, 3 Hot Toys at that point, maybe 4, depending on the sale price. But that's what's going against JND. Not the quality of the product per se. Now the quality of the product is being questioned because of your pricing. Because you suggested now that because you are charging twice as much or maybe more than Hot Toys, now we're expecting you to be twice as better as Hot Toys. That's not an unfair expectations. You brought it upon yourself, JND. Once you put this price at that price point, you are announcing that you are a lot better than both. I don't know if it's a lot. I don't even know I can't even say definitively if you are better than Hot Toys. You have better, I guess, gimmick with that glass eye, with the magnetic and the neck. The bodies, I'm not impressed with the body. It feels like a regular TTM body that I see the joints, like on the wrist and all that stuff. The outfit, I'm still not, I don't know if it's better than InArt, so, and you shouldn't feel that way. When you pay something this much, you should be like, this is way better than 2. I'm not saying that this is not mass produced. This is almost the same price as some of the customs out there. So, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. So I think it's fair for collectors to be like, wait a second, you're not that much better. So, and that's where I stand with this. Is this good that they are recalling this product? I think it is. I think it's a good step. It's a step in the right direction for JND to realize their own mistake, look in the mirror and be like, man, they probably got a ton of cancellations. And speaking of cancellations, I got some commenters on my previous, video about this, about they're canceling it. So supposedly there's a $500 deposit, and then if you cancel, you'll get $250 back, or something like that. And some people are not, and to them, they're not giving up the NRD, at least the $250, because apparently they already released it. So you can't cancel it now, which is kind of shady, because isn't that the purpose of NRD? Sure, we said that, but they changed the wording. I don't know this for sure, but apparently they changed the wording on the website where, if you cancel after it's been released, you don't get the full NRD. Back then, somebody, it says there that you at least get half if you cancel it, which makes it fair. But now, because of this, because they technically delayed this and recalled it, can they still stand behind that statement then? So the people who got told that should be able to at least recoup their $250. Maybe not the entire $500. The $250 that was initially promised for, you get half of the NRD if you cancel, because technically it's not released, So I hope they do good with those people. That in it by itself is already a red flag. That is not a good start. I think JND's biggest mistake coming into 1/6 is the feeling that they are the Ferrari of 1/6, that they are the man anywhere they go. That might be the case in the statue world, because Prime 1 cannot make realistic portrait to save their life. Prime 1 is good with comic book, iterations, their poses, but not, the likeness. They just don't have that yet. Queen Studios is pretty good with that. I believe they're closer to JND, if not better in some aspects. But JND, you're walking to 1/6, where in the statue world, you are the Hot Toys of statues. The Hot Toys is the Hot Toys in 1/6. InArt has better quality, but they're still not up to the level of production and or just overall releases. Hot Toys is releasing 100 figures, maybe more, maybe 400 figures a year or something like that, or announcing. It's going to be hard to compete with them. Doesn't mean you can't. InArt showed that you could. InArt great pieces outside of my Joker, which is not so good. But one thing going against them, like I said earlier, is distribution. Hot Toys got that down pat because of Sideshow. But in my opinion, this is great for collectors. This kind of is a win for collectors. Making JND, pause and be like, all right, I know you guys are not satisfied. They probably got a ton of cancellations. I know you guys are not satisfied. So we're going to take a step back, fix it for you. And I hope that is just one step of many that we'll see from JND to make this a real competition. Because right now it's not. If you bought this, I'm happy for you. But the problem is there's options for this Joker. If they want to charge prices like this, which I don't condone, at least do it with something that Hot Toys and InArt didn't do. At least release a Christopher Reeves first. Because once Hot Toys releases or announces their Artisan Reeves, and InArt does it too, now you can't price this much. Because now you got competitions they're not Prime 1. They're as good, if not better than you. So you can't come in kicking the door saying, I got this. This is not it, JND. You're not him. Yet. But let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this recall? Did you order this Joker? How do you feel if you did? Would you be upset? Would you cancel? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts in this overall JND debacle. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.